Barbie. Did we really think that was going to get an Oscar? Really? I mean, Transformers made a lot of money too. Nobody thought that was going to get nominated for an Oscar, right?
Ah!
Oscar season is upon us. Jay, which movies have you seen? Which movies are you leaning towards? And why is everybody bugging out over Barbie not getting nominated for an Oscar? Are you kidding me right now? I'm supposed to take this seriously.
All
Like,
right, I saw Barbie. I saw Godzilla -1, which I believe deserved more Oscars. I saw American Fiction. Saltburn didn't get anywhere near as many nominations. I don't know if it actually got any. I didn't see it in
not
the
for an
list.
Oscar. No. Bayard Rustin did not.
It got one.
One?
Yeah, for the actor, for the lead.
Oh, Domingo. Okay, got one. Okay.
Yeah, Naiad. I saw Naiad on
Jodie
Netflix.
Foster got it for Naiad. Nothing for Color Purple.
And
Nothing
Maestro.
for
I think
The
Color
King.
Purple got a music nomination.
Who did?
Color Purple, I think they got a music nomination.
That movie was not that good.
Okay, hit me with your Barbie hot take, and then hit me with your Color Purple one.
After the Color Purple, to me, is a classic. It's like Invisible Man. You should not touch it. It is perfect in its form. So to go ahead and do another rendition of it that was watered down with songs in between the intensity of the themes that this movie was trying to express was just not landing for me at all. I started vacuuming like halfway through the movie.
Oh my God. I was wondering, what are these niggas going to be singing and dancing about?
Yeah, like it just, I don't know. It didn't add anything to it for me emotionally. It didn't give the storyline any depth. And for me, the performances did not beat the original performers. So if I never saw this movie, I wouldn't die if this wasn't part of my film repertoire, if you will.
Right. These characters, if you're familiar with the original
you
Color
know this
Purple,
movie.
these characters are going through hell. Black folks back then, just not that long after the Civil War, were going through a lot of shit because Reconstruction had ended. There was no more federal protection. White folks could do whatever they wanted to Black folks back then. And
yeah,
characters are poor. What in the world are they going to be singing and dancing about? Is it almost like a Black version of Oklahoma, or if we're doing a musical version of The Color Purple, are you going to do a musical version of Roots next? Are we going to do a ragtime rendition of
you
Swing
don't want to do
Low
a
from
Hamilton
Chariot?
version of Roots? Damn. I don't know. I think some art in its form should keep the integrity of it. For me, the original Color Purple, every time I watch it, brings me there. Every time. What was the purpose of the second one?
Like, what are they going to be? Like, we doing a here comes the clan, 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 and fucking singing and dancing and throwing people in the air and shit. Like, what are y'all going to be singing and dancing about?
I was not feeling it.
What are we doing?
I don't know why we needed to sing this. I don't know. I don't know. It was so unnecessary for me in every way. Anyway, I mean, I think it's important for a younger generation. Maybe that's what it does, is that it brings a younger audience to the beauty of the story. But the original one is like Moby Dick for me. It is perfect. It is a classic. Every performer in that movie brought you there. Every moment, every scene, and every word. So for me, it just didn't land well. But nonetheless, Barbie. Did we really think that was going to get an Oscar? Really? I mean, Transformers made a lot of money too. Nobody thought that was going to get nominated for an Oscar, right?
Huh?
I mean, making money isn't the same as a story, a something that moves you. That movie made a lot of money. Props to Margot Robbie, who I think is a dope actress and a very bright businesswoman, and along with the director Greta. But I mean, like Holocaust movies win Oscars, not pink pussy movies. What say you? You were a big fan of Barbie, and I wasn't. Speak to it.
Ah, it was a very fun movie. I think some of why it did not get an Oscar nomination is because, like you said, those types of movies don't get Oscar nominations. It actually did get nominated for Best Picture, but I don't think Greta Gerwig got a nomination for Best
Right. The
Director.
ladies didn't get nominated. The Ken character, I'm blanking on his name.
Ryan Gosling.
Yeah, Brian Gosling did.
Yeah. Now,
Again, there was more of a storyline to his story than I don't know. I think that's a Gucci outrage. That's white women throwing their Gucci loafers over the front line of oppression, holla Bill Burr, and complaining about something that has already been, named a phenomena. There is no disputing the success of the film, but that doesn't necessarily mean you win the Nobel Peace Prize. I mean, come on, let's all stay in our lanes. Having said that, here's the lineup of movies that are nominated this year. Barbie, last year's biggest box office, earned 8 nominations, even though Greta Gerwig and Margot Robbie were both shut out. Oppenheimer, of course, again, a movie I saw. I'm a big fan of Cillian Murphy. I actually like him from Peaky Blinders, where he is the head of an Irish gang with his brothers. I love him in that. Again, Oppenheimer was a little bit of a snore for me. I think historically it was interesting. Did it blow me away as a movie? No. Was he amazing in it? Yes. So Oppenheimer is obviously nominated. Killers of the Flower Moon, which I think so far of all the movies I've seen, including Maestro, is the best. I haven't seen Past Lives, Anatomy of a Fall, and The Zone of Interest yet, other films that have been nominated. Maestro was really good. That was about a
yes.
composer Bradley Cooper plays along with his wife and kind of gives you the story of the artist as well as the man. I thought it was a really good movie, not a great movie, but I'm a huge Bradley Cooper fan and I think he pulled it off. What's
Yes,
it?
and Bradley Cooper wrote, directed, produced, and starred in this movie, and it's about Leonard Bernstein,
Yes.
who not only was like a composer and conductor and running, I think, the New York Philharmonic, but also wrote the music for plays like oh my gosh, now I'm blanking.
Frankie and Johnny.
America.
Oh, A West Side Story.
West Side Story. Goodness, I was gonna say East something.
I don't know why I
Oh
said
my
that.
gosh, my film school friends and all of my friends would like literally crucify me for blanking on that. How do you
Right.
blank on West Side
They're gonna,
Story? But
yeah, they're
you
gonna
get
be
what
like,
I'm
you wanna
saying.
kill yourself. Yeah, let's see.
Now, while you're looking at that, I did want to add a bit of context because everyone's freaking out and the media is playing into it because nothing plays like a bit of culture war, a bit of controversy, and they always spin up a controversy over who got snubbed with this stuff.
Yes. So did the what's the movie, the King Queen one with why am I blanking tonight? What is it called? The King Queen.
The Woman King,
The Woman King. Yeah.
that was last year.
That couldn't have been part of this year's lineup
No, I
for
don't think so.
Oscar. Okay.
I,
We didn't hear
yeah,
shit about that. We didn't hear
yeah, it didn't
anything
get
about
me.
Bayard Rustin. So Bayard Rustin was snubbed too. And I think Domingo should have gotten that. Domingo
Well,
Coleman should
he
have been
did.
nominated for that. Is he
He
nominated
did.
for that or is he nominated for something else?
No, he's nominated for that.
Oh,
I'm
okay. Then
looking at it right
excellent.
now.
Then that, oh yeah. On first Oscar nomination for Rustin. I stand corrected.
Yeah.
I hope that the movie that takes it is the Osage movie. I think it was original. I think it touches on a story most of us were not familiar with. And I think it was just beautifully done. Leonardo DiCaprio once again transforms himself. I don't particularly find him sexy at all in any way, shape, or form. And I find it funny that in most movies he never gets the girl, or like somehow the girl leaves him. Like he's never in the successful relationship movie. Having said that, this movie is amazing. Lily Gladstone made history as the first Native American nominated for Best Actress. She was outstanding in it. The entire lineup was outstanding.
Mhm.
And I think between that and Bradley Cooper for Maestro, I loved him as Maestro. Even if you didn't think it was a great movie, I thought it was a good movie. I thought his movie, this A Star Is Born, was brilliant in every way. This was a little bit less lackluster for me. Having said that, I still think he was amazing in it, and so was his wife. So I'm rooting for them. Like I
Yes.
said, I'm not dying. I'm not tripping over myself over The Color Purple, and I haven't seen The Holdovers. Have you seen that one? And I haven't seen.
No, it's on my list. And I just looked up the makeup and hairstyling awards because whoever did the makeup for Bradley Cooper in Maestro absolutely deserves a nomination. And I see it here. They did get a nomination because he looks just like Leonard Bernstein,
Yeah, and
including
he caught heat for that because of the nose.
right, right. Like you mentioned with the guy who played Adam Newman, Jared Leto playing Adam Newman in We Crashed, a
Right.
non-Jewish person playing a Jewish person and then getting prosthetics to
Right.
play
But
a
I mean, if
role.
that's what the person looked like, that's what the person looked like. Like, can we stop being so outraged about everything? I mean, my God, people are. I mean, somebody asks you for the salt, you hand them the peppers. They're like, "Oh my God, I'm outraged." It's like, shut the fuck up. It's a mistake. It's not the end of the world. That is not oppression.
Right. But the media loves the outrage. So they're looking for outrage. And that's part of the whole snub thing. So for example, with Barbie, some context here, 10 movies can be nominated for Best Picture, but only 5 people can be nominated for the acting awards. So you're all and for Best Director, only 5 people can be nominated for Best Director. So you're always
Right.
gonna
And
have
it ain't gonna
something.
be the pink pussy movie. I mean, give me a fucking break.
Yeah. Now, they were both producers. So they do have a nomination as producers for Best.
Right. Whatever. I'm not even tripping. That I don't even care about that. I can't even believe that that's an issue. What is of interest is that this is the first time that 2 openly LGBTQ actors will be nominated for playing LGBTQ characters. Domingo for Rustin and Jodie Foster in Naiad. So that is something that should be spoken to. For me, the only person who stole the show in The Color Purple was the young lady who plays in Orange is the New Black, who played Oprah's character. I thought she was amazing. Um, America Ferrera for Barbie, the ninth Latina actress ever nominated in the category for supporting actress. I can't believe Barbie's really getting nominated for the acting part at all. They're losing me there. Um,
Ah, you know, the one thing is I'm glad to see Barbie getting some attention here because so many other movies are so blatantly Oscar bait that sometimes it comes off as a bit corny and a bit pretentious. Sometimes Killers of the Flower Moon is a bit Oscar baity, but it's
yeah,
still a very good story and an important story. You know,
right.
I'm still upset about when this black and white movie that nobody saw called The Artist won back in I think like 2013 or 14 or maybe even 12.
Yeah,
Nobody
yeah.
saw that back then. No one has went back and looked at it since then. It was just this black and white silent movie. It was very well done, but come on. And we've had a lot of years where just the Oscar baity movie kind of wins. Maybe it wasn't necessarily the best one, but you really wanted to give some attention to whatever message the Oscar bait movie is pushing.
Right.
And there are other examples where it's an Oscar bait movie, but it's still amazing, such as Slumdog Millionaire.
Oh my God, Slumdog Millionaire was amazing, but that was amazing regardless.
Right, right, exactly.
Shout out to
Um,
Sterling K. Brown, by the way, who has been nominated for Best Supporting Actor for American Fiction. Sterling K. Brown plays the adopted son and brother in This Is Us, the TV show. I think he is a brilliant actor. He's been in the industry a very
yes.
long time, and that is a well-deserved nod to his performances as well. So that is what is on deck on this weird season of Earth as we think about movies. There are real life issues still going on in the world. Israel and Gaza is still at war. The Ukraine is still getting pressed by Russia, and we continue to be disappointed in the way this planet is behaving itself. And that wraps it up on this episode of Weird Earth, as I like to call it. No artificial flavoring, no artificial preservatives. Good night, Raw Food.